Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grish. The monster himself, Zhu Kan, fighting out of Beijing, China, an entire... Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
The straights continue to score. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? The perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nope, that hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Zhu Kan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pick up and sting you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
They exchange punches. Can't find a home with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. about Zhukan in that last round?
After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Stay focused.
Out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Good work out there. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2.
Back out there and lose the match. You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing back together. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back. Just boxing.
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get...
Go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round. No.
Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much.
Mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind...
I need to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
It was a god-awful round.
He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The counter punching. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. No rest for the weary. He misses with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick.
Let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you...
What you're doing, the gaps will appear. Stay focused. Don't let it back.
All right? Good. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there.
On to the fourth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. These punches coming from every angle. You'd like to see more jabs. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good work out there.
That work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your butt.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
God awful round that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. And you're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on. Switch on. Get your boxing back together.
End of what you do. Good work. Just keep him on the end of that.
Switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round.
Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work.
Time for the fifth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab won't score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Which fighter will say no mas? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And that right jab just misses. And that right jab just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this...
Just be smart.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Counter punch right up the middle. Oh, that punch. Jab slightly off target. This fight has a real good flow to it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The monster dazed. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round.
That's his round.
Here comes round 7. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Khan just got caught. Disaster of... And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Like to see more jabs. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers. Hold that thought! Jukan, the monster, in trouble! Talk about Jukan in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? There's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter shot lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jukan in that round.
Switched off completely.
And we enter the ninth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight.
Down goes Lomachenko. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Loma and that.
Come on, switch up.
There's the bell for round 10. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered. Hold that thought! Lomachenko in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Todd, you know what?
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Zhu Khan now in some serious trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. A perfect counter shot. Incredible work rate. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talking about Zhu Khan in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done. Who thought we would have made it to 12? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Whoa, wait a minute! Lomachenko is buzzed. Lomachenko goes down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. A pretty lopsided decision there.